I was on top of the hill in the backyard of our house, and I watched the fire begin, and I watched it come out of the bottom of the valley there and march up the hill and then across the hill and burn the neighbors down one by one as it came towards our property.
I immediately unloaded the horse trailer. We had a stock trailer we were borrowing from a friend down in the valley, and loaded up the Suburban and headed out. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, who's gonna need some help getting their animals out? The biggest concern was the animals. I had made phone calls to people saying, what do you have? What do you need? We had a neighbor that had several horses and a dog kennel and miscellaneous neighbors that had different pets. And I was able to get to that facility and had to fight with some horses, but was able to get at least one stallion. Tried to get the mares that wouldn't load, had to cut the gates and hope for the best. I could not get them in the trailer. A bunch of dogs. We had about 6 or 7 dogs in the car. The Great Dane took up the entire back row of the Suburban. We had about 3 dogs in each kennel. We'd shove them in. We had 3 kennels. And then coming down the hill. At that point, it was getting rather scary. You could see the wall of flame. And it's surreal because it's snowing ash. Winding our way down, that was when I was amazed. By the time we got down the bottom of the hill, we were met with the most amazing people that had arranged centers and volunteer sites for the horses to go to, the SPCA and local ranchers, and we had troops waiting for us, volunteers with trailers and whatnot. So a lot of people were doing a lot of work.
Our house was a command center for the firefighting effort for CAL FIRE. So all the CAL FIRE chiefs were in our living room on their radios directing the firefighting effort, and our yard was filled with CAL FIRE trucks and bulldozers. And
which reassured me. I was happy. It's always nice when they say, your house is safe, we're going to put our men in trucks here. Good. I was at the station and I was counting the exploding propane tanks. And I knew that when it got to number 6, that was us. And sure enough, it was, 4, 5, 6. And one of the workers came, well, some of the firefighters had come in and they were talking about it. And of course, they're just, you should have seen it, wow, huge flame. And the chief said, that's her property. So there were some scary times where it was, this is real.
You guys showed up with trucks and trucks filled with stuff and donations.
Water.
And filled up the living room, filled up the dining room.
The important
And all
things.
the neighbors came over to our living room and got their donations.
It's hard for me. I'm a doer, I always have been. I can't sit on the sidelines and not jump in. And sometimes that's a great thing, and sometimes it's probably a little foolish, but that's who I've always been. So yeah, I got involved. I think that everyone did what they could do at the time, and it still goes on. It did make me feel self-conscious though, when you called me, because I don't feel like I'm even worthy of being separated. So many people did so much, but it's an honor, but it's